Hi, I'm here to talk about Patrick Star from the SpongeBob SquarePants franchise. And when it comes to humor, I think that Patrick's one of the best characters in SpongeBob. Patrick is hilarious. I've laughed a lot because of Patrick. And I think that's the big thing that Patrick has going for him is being consistently funny. And because Patrick's not the smartest, Patrick doesn't necessarily feel as nuanced or complicated or as thrillingly layered and fascinating as some other characters, but there's a lot to enjoy from Patrick, and SpongeBob primarily feels like a comedic franchise, and I think it is great to just have some fun once in a while and see some really funny jokes, and I think that's what Patrick provides. I think Patrick works very well in SpongeBob to provide that very strong, consistently good comedy that should be there. So that works well. Patrick, very much a fun character to have around in the early seasons. Great stuff. Works very well. Lots of good, memorable, funny moments in episodes centered around Patrick. As the show goes on in the later seasons, Patrick seems to feel even less intelligent than before. There's some good comedy that comes from it. There are times where Patrick's selfish side does come out, though, and that is a bit unfortunate. And Patrick does seem like somebody that really cares about SpongeBob, loves SpongeBob, thinks that SpongeBob is a great best friend. And there's some good friendship stuff between them, but there are times when Patrick doesn't really feel like the best friend, feels like he's accidentally hurting some people's feelings, angering some people, causing some problems, and I feel like that can hurt Patrick's likability in some instances, and there are times where it's hard to fully root for Patrick, but there are times where Patrick's just a fun character to have around, and I just want to have some laughs and enjoyable stuff with Patrick. Um, so I do still like Patrick in SpongeBob. I think he still works in the later seasons, but arguably not to the same extent as some of the earlier seasons. Not quite as likable, but still a funny, good character. And I actually don't think that giving Patrick his own show is something that ruins the character. I actually think it helps give him a little bit of more humanity, gets to humanize him more by showing him with his family, his parents, grandfather, sister, getting to see him get along well with them. There's some fun to be had. I haven't seen a whole lot of the Patrick Star show, but I have liked what I've seen. Um, and I do think that Patrick is still a solid, funny character, and I still think he is adding a lot to the SpongeBob franchise. So, even though I think Patrick's run into some problems, and even though he's been a little bit annoying and unlikable in some episodes, I overall think he's a really good, funny character.